Hi, hello, my name is Grace Tampa. So in class we were asked to pick a requirements management tool to research and create a presentation on. I chose Trello because I've used it several times before and have only ever had positive experiences. Alright, so we'll get started with a brief overview of what Trello is. I've put up a couple of highlights from Trello's website describing their product. The first is Trello is the free, flexible, and visual way to organize anything with anyone. Another highlight is drop the lengthy email threads, out-of-date spreadsheets, no longer so sticky notes, and clunky software for managing your projects. Trello lets you see everything about your project in a single glance. They really have taken on the problem of having requirements strewn all over the place and created a service that allows you to have everything in one single place, able to be accessed by everyone in your team. So you can combine all of your spreadsheets, long email chains, and the piles of sticky notes gathered from brainstorming sessions into one sleek, user-friendly application. All right, so how does it work? All right, so this I took from the Trello website. This is from their web application. This is a Trello board. So as you can see up at the top, is an example of the Grid Kitchen redesign. And you can see the organization name and whether or not it's private or public. Over on the right, you can see the members, you can see an activity screen, you have access to a menu. Up at the left also, you can see that you have other boards also, so you can have more than one board. And you can search throughout the board, which is a really great functionality. Okay, so this is the Trello board. It's a list of lists filled with cards. So these little things are, so white and gray are called cards, and they're in different lists. So the lists are titled Ideas to Do, Doing, and Done. So like I was saying, you can see that it's split up into separate cards on your board. So there are the basics. So like in any project you'd want to have your to-do, your doing or in progress, and your done. But for Agile, you could also add a card for backlog. You could add a card for different ideas like they have here. You can add a card of things, just general information that you know that you want to come back to later. So it's a really great way to organize all of your information. The cards are flexible, and you can create as many as you need per board and name them whatever you'd like. So how it works is you just drag and drop cards between lists to show progress. You can add as many people as you need to the card, so you assign them people, and you can also add and reorder lists as you need to. Trello adapts to your project, team, and workflow. You'll see everything about your project just by glancing at the board, and it'll update in real time, so everyone is able to see the most current product, or the most current board, current to-do. There's nothing to set up, and everyone just gets it instantly. Alright, so some other features are the ability to post comments for instant feedback. You can upload files from your computer, Google Drive, Dropbox, Box, or OneDrive. So the useful thing about this is if your company is already using one of these services to store your files, then it's just really easy to go ahead and switch over to Trello. So you could upload all of your, I know a lot of companies use Dropbox or Box. My last co-op, we kept everything in Box. So you can easily upload that to Trello. And if not, if you have everything on computers, then you just can upload from your computer as well. You can add checklists to check things off as you go. You can put due dates on things, which is really useful when you have a deadline for your project. And you can put labels. You also get notifications whenever anyone has posted anything. You can edit your notifications of when you want to get notified of certain things. You can be notified of when someone comments on something, of when something changes. It's just a really good way for you to always be in the know of what your project is, where your project is. You also can enable this thing called power-ups. So power-ups are features that you can choose to use, but turn off if you're not using them. An example that Trello has on their website is voting. So if you wanted to vote on a certain issue, you can do that. But if you don't want to do that, if you don't think you're going to use that feature, then you don't have to use this. So this just ensures that people don't get overwhelmed with features they may not use. Okay, so let's go into the issue of why should I use this. So some of the main selling points that it's web-based, so your updates get synced instantly to everyone else. So I mentioned this before, but that's always really, really great. So you'll always have the most up-to-date version provided you have Wi-Fi, which nowadays, most of the time, everyone does. So it also has applications for web, Android, so you can use it on phone or your tablet. It has an iOS application, and you can use it on Kindle. So it has a very wide range of applications, and you can use it if you only have your laptop, your phone. It's very, very versatile, very easy to access. So it's also received high praise from big companies like Tumblr, Google, PayPal, the New York Times, and a lot more. You can use it for your small personal or school projects, but there's also business class or enterprise class that's offered with extra features and administrative control. I've used it personally for some of my school organizations, and I've always found it really useful that we can organize things and what to do, and everyone knows what they're doing. So it's very useful on a small scale. I still get all the features that are highlighted above. Okay, but we can also, let's go ahead and talk about pricing, because you have the free version, but you also have options if you are in a company with multiple projects and multiple teams, and you're just really looking for more. So the free is described as a simple and powerful way to get things done. So this includes unlimited boards, lists, cards, members, checklists, attachments. You have basic power-ups, basic integrations with Box, Drive, and Dropbox, and then your file attachments can be up to 10 megabytes. So that's a lot if you're just looking at personal projects. But you might have a bigger team, you might need a little bit more. So you can get business class, which is app integration, team overviews, and more security, for $8.33 per user per month. So if you pay this annually, then you get this price. You have to pay it all at once at the beginning of the year, and you get this lower price. So some of the highlights of this business class is you get everything for free, but you also get some premium power-ups, which include integrations with Evernote, GitHub, Google Hangouts, MailChimp, Salesforce, Slack, Google Drive, Dropbox, and more. So that could be really useful if you're in a software development company and you are trying to integrate with GitHub. You get file attachments up to 250 megabytes, which is a big jump. You get added security, so you keep your company information private with restricted membership invitations. You stay more secure by controlling who can create public or private boards. So this might be useful when you have a larger team and you only want the project manager to be creating lists or cards. You also get a little bit more added customer service, so priority email support with a human being and a guaranteed one-day response time during business hours. If you're really looking for more, then you can go ahead and sign up for Enterprise. So it's for larger companies that are managing multiple teams across Trello. So this is if Trello is your software that you use and you have multiple teams and you are trying to manage them all. This is the same deal as before, so if you pay it annually, then you can get it for $20.83 per user per month. And this is everything as before. So you also get you get a little bit more added security, so you get two-factor authentication. So that's just to keep all your work data secure. You get answers quickly by priority email and phone support this time, with responses in less than 1 business day, guaranteed. You get intrusion detection with enhanced software monitoring, and a custom security review for record of usage documentation. So that is a lot of added security, which you need when you're managing multiple teams across your company. Not so much if you are just trying to manage a simple personal project or simple for school, or even something for like a small company. I would still go with free until you really need those added features. So that's about it. I have gotten all the information from Trello.com, so you can check there if you need any more clarifications. Like I was saying before, I've used Trello for multiple school organization projects, and it's always been very good. The user interface is very user-friendly. It's great. I would definitely recommend it.